I cannot even recognize myself as a dancer. I feel like I'm starting ballet all over again.
Guys, I'm going to my first adult ballet intensive. It's back at U Dance in Santos, the same place where I took my last class. But this one is just a weekend-long class with three or more hours, I think. And basically we have actual physical training before the class, ballet class, then point class, then classical variation. And I'm so excited because I've never had something like that. And I cannot wait to see everyone again. And I'm really rusty and kind of in pain because I didn't exercise during this past couple of weeks during my summer holidays because I went to Tenerife, which was so beautiful. Like, it was a surprise trip. I had no idea that I was going, but I ended up having a blast. Guys, you're not gonna believe this room. This is the nicest thing that I've ever stayed in. Like, it has a full entryway with this big mirror, and then here you have the bathroom, but João is currently in it, and like this massive closet over here. And then you have this gigantic bed that could fit like 5 people, and the ocean view, and like ton of space to work in. And this is the view from the balcony. I'm in paradise. And now this is my last weekend in Portugal and I leave on Monday, so I have a lot of things to prepare, but my classes are in the morning and then I have free afternoons. These Swan Lake exercises look so easy, but they are actually so hard because they work every little muscle that you have on your back. And actually doing this in person is always so fun because you just feel like a real ballerina. But they are a killer exercise, and we were just dead after that. I feel like I have improved so much in these last few months, and especially I've improved a lot in my bar work, especially by doing classes in Studio B, which I've been doing them online, but this was my second class in person with them, and it was just the most amazing experience because even though these classes on Zoom weirdly have such a nice environment and they're so cozy, and I feel like I have a real connection with all of my colleagues and it's such a great company, but nothing beats an in-person class environment, and it's just so fun. And I missed having space to do a proper adage and to actually go across the floor and doing some exercises. And just doing them on your living room floor is just not the same. And sorry for the blurry angle, but I'm just really proud of how my technique has actually improved and how my port de bras look so much better. Obviously they are not perfect, not whatsoever, but they are so different from what they used to look like a few months ago before I started these classes. Because I feel like I'm finally starting to get to the nitty-gritty details, and that is what makes you look like a proper ballerina. And for these last 2 years, almost 3, I always felt like I wasn't a real one because I didn't look like one from my arms and everything. And now I'm starting to get a glimpse of proper technique, and it makes me really happy and proud. But my periods are gone, completely gone after the summer. I don't know what happened, but every time that you stop doing them for a while, they just get terrible. And I was starting to have them, I was starting to work on my doubles, but now they are terrible. And this floor in this studio is just so slippery and it makes everything so much harder. So I really struggle with pirouettes.
Go out, and then you think of your thighs crossing and then back to the front of your hands. So imagine you have so you're gonna make this one in front first. So Let's see if we can see each other, please.
Eu ainda estou muito lenta. Acho que consigo. way to day 2. Back at it for day 2 and I'm so excited. But Dad, this is the studio and it's so nice. I was just sewing my point shoes in the Uber. I don't know if they are good, but it is what it is. Now I just have to put on my skirt and my shoes. Hola! Great! How are you? I'm filming this little kid ready with me for ballet. No, it's okay. It's just putting on the skirt and everything. I really hope the AC kicks in. These ones are like from Block. They are a bit like uncomfortable on the waist. The ones from the Decathlon are actually like great.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, they won't last, you guys know, but they are cheap and they are like stretchy and not like stiff. But yeah, the best ones that I've tried are truly the imperfect point ones that in-ears keep sucking your mouth. They are expensive, but I think they are worth it. I don't know how long lasting they are. Initially says that they are great.
Yeah, I've heard that they last longer.
But I do have to get like new shoes there.
Buying ballet shoes for 15 euros.
In Decathlon you can.
Oh, I didn't even know they had them.
They do. They are cheap.
I'm gonna go shop there then.
The comfort ones are quite cheap. I don't know if they are great. The only ones that I've tried are the 80-euro ones. I think they are like below 10. But they are like leathery ones with the full sole. I used them for like my first year. And then I was like, yeah, they do look ugly on my feet, so I'm gonna buy some new ones. On the second day, I did struggle a bit because I was so tired from the previous day. But I still had a blast, especially because this class environment is just so cozy. I cannot even begin to tell you how special these classes are and how much I'm already missing them. Even though I do have them weekly online, but just like being around people and doing these exercises with your colleagues. But I don't know, for us adults who didn't grow up with this environment as a kid, it's just so special and cozy to finally have this type of connection around the sport and having a fun and positive environment and actually like improving and becoming stronger. And in the bar section, especially in the in-person classes, we tend to focus a lot on the small details that we might not be able to work so much during our online classes. Because here we do have the teacher to properly correct us. But I have gotten a lot of questions asking how we can have the same thing at home. But I don't know how my teacher does it, but the classes are still so good at home. And I cannot even recognize myself as a dancer just from this past like 4 months having classes with Studio B. Because I don't know if you have seen any of my previous videos, but last year I was taking classes in a sort of pre-professional school, but it just wasn't the best environment for me because everyone in the class was just so much younger and I couldn't relate to anyone. Also, I didn't understand the language because the classes were in Icelandic and not in English, so the language barrier was kind of complicated when it came to like getting corrections and being able to properly improve, even though I was becoming a lot stronger. And I never got like corrections in small little details, like how my arms looked, how my hands looked, how my pliés looked. And I feel like that's just the base for ballet. And if you don't have those details, even though you will become stronger and you will be able to do a lot more exercises, again, I never felt like I was a proper ballerina because I didn't look like one. I felt like I was always so awkward trying to do everything. And even though I'm still a bit lost in most times because I have a terrible memory, I cannot memorize choreography, and I'm always copying everyone in class. And in Zoom, I really had to change that and actually focus on trying to learn things by myself, especially in bar work and not copying everyone around me. So I feel like I really improved in that part. but I'm also lacking a bit now floor space and being able to move.
Ok, a primeira coisa que eu vejo é virar frente e fechar a frente. Desfruta the right, close front, and close front. Yes, close front. Yes, better. Okay. Yes, yeah. And now, why you talk about here? Because here you're going. And this needs to be square. Yeah? So, you're here. And now, this is a movement. Okay, so from you, and now, pull. Yes, and now, you don't have this. Assim. Depois vamos ver tudo começas aqui. E depois isto. Aqui, tudo aqui. Little square. And from here, in. Compact. Yes, that's right. Close in front, this one. Okay, and up. Close. Suture. Left. Now this is balancing. Balancing and balancing.
So I'm really grateful that I managed to catch these classes over the summer because the studio is online, but they do have like master classes from time to time, like every couple months or something, and I really want to see if I can catch the next one because, to be honest, I can't really afford to take any more classes at the moment, even though I really would like to find another in-person class next to me. But we'll see in the future when I have a bit more free time, when I'm not a student and I have a job. But point work has also been very interesting because when I started, I felt like it was the end goal of starting ballet. But now I can see it's a completely new journey. It's so different and I feel like I'm starting ballet all over again, and I'm struggling with getting some details down, like doing proper relevés without jumping and doing échappés, because this was actually my very first class trying to do an échappé, and it wasn't terrible, but you can clearly see that I'm jumping and I'm not really doing this correctly. And also courrouges are not the easiest, but I'm trying to get the hang out of them. Awesome! And just like that, I'm back in Iceland. But I really love this summer intensive. I'm so grateful that I managed to do this on the last days that I was in Portugal before coming back to Iceland, because it was just such a good start to this new year. I'm so excited to continue on with my ballet journey. I really want to work on trying not to jump on relevés and échappés and all of that, but that will take a while. And before the comments start, it's not because I'm not ready for point. Like, it really depends on the teacher, how long they take to approve you for point or not. But I have really strong ankles, but I have really hyperextended ankles and also legs, which really shows up on point because I get really shaky, even though the risk of me like doing something with my ankles is basically zero because I have never had like a sprained ankle or something like that. But also, if you are struggling with this initial part, it's perfectly normal. From what I have heard, most people do struggle with this a lot, and it's normal not to be perfect right from the beginning, and you really have to remember that, and I also have to remember that, and try not to compare myself with every other dancer, because what people show on social media, it's most times like filtered and not the reality, and people don't like to show themselves struggling, and I also need to remind myself that it's okay to do that. Even if I'm going to get some hate comments, I also need to put in an effort and show the reality. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. I have so many new ideas of videos that I want to try to post again after coming back to YouTube, of like posting long form videos, because they are my favorite thing to do. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. Bye!